What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mel here with our review, and today I'm reviewing my thoughts on the second season of the Cuphead show, released on Netflix last Friday, and to me, it was actually pretty good. And there are episodes I liked. I already made a list like my top 7, but before we begin, did you subscribe? Did you hit the bell? If so, what are you waiting for? You waiting for the devil to pick you up? Well, go right ahead, you're screwed. But yeah, to me, I think the second season was pretty good actually. And I had to give it like 4 stars for this because it's pretty good. And there were some characters that were nice to see, like we get to see what the conclusion after season 1's episode when Cuphead and Mugman get arrested after Miss Chalice left them in the cookie factory. And also we found out she's a ghost. Yeah. Ain't that weird? But yeah, in the second season we get some new characters, including familiar ones from the game like Brandybeard, Cala Maria, Sally Stagehand, Stage Play. Who else? Mortimer the Rat, Baroness Bonbon. Oh yeah. And they have their own episodes right there. But yeah. For now delay, let's begin my the 7 most episodes I think they're great. So we're gonna start with number 1, Jailbroken, which, okay, a bit of warning. If you haven't seen the season or the episode, don't watch this video because spoilers alert. You've been warned. But yeah. Number 1 is Jailbroken, which is the what happened to Cuphead and Mugman while they're in prison. Yeah. And they tried to break out of jail a bunch of times. And into Cuphead's dismay, because he wanted to break out, well, Mugman knew there's no way of getting out. They're in the slammer. And things are not looking good for Mugman because he knew there's no way of escaping. The only way to get out is do their time. Period. But Cuphead does not want to give up. Oh no. While Mugman's working in the laundry, Cuphead's still trying to get the things he needs to break out. And I forgot to mention, they try to break out a bunch of times, like digging a hole and they keep end up with the dogs. Yeah. And never really good. Cuphead tried to get out, guess where he ended up? In the electric chair, literally. The security bee just grabs him, puts him in the chair, and electrified him. That's when finally, when Cuphead says he gives up, that's when Mugman understands that he's not joking. That's when Mugman's going to show him how to get out. Through the laundry, because every night they pick up new clothes to wash the laundry, and they escaped. Until Mugman goofs by stepping on a nail and screams, which sounds the alarm. Which, until a Cyclops, which turns out an inmate, helps him escape. They manage to arrive home, but Elder Kettle, at first we thought he didn't know, until he does know and grounds him, which they're happy for it. And that was Jailbreak. Number 2 is Charmed and Dangerous, which, yeah. This is what happened. You always wonder, where's Miss Chalice? Yeah. Cuphead and Mugman try to charm Elder Kettle into giving cookies, which, yeah, it didn't work. But yeah. As both of them arguing about one doesn't want to see Miss Chalice again. Guess who's in the door? Miss Chalice. And she apologizes for what happened. And explains to them about when they apologized everything when they got locked up in the jail. And many phrases how to pronounce jail. the Crowbar Hotel, a lot. That's a lot. Damn. That's when she mentions she's being chased by an angry mob. That's when Elder Kettle crossed the line. He tried to throw her out, but she charmed him, and so he let her stay. Wow. Soon after, because she wants to be friends with the boys, they want to have some fun, enter a contest, which, yeah, we know where this is going. And besides, we know how Miss Childs is. Nothing good is with Miss Chalice. Never and never will. I think Miss Chalice has been a mysterious character. They did manage to get to the competition. When they arrived home, that's when sorry, I'm being distracted for the game. That's when she decides to steal the car, Elder Keldall's car, which, yeah. Which, they actually get distracted by Hildeberg, which, that was a nice cameo of the famed character from the game. If you don't remember Hildeberg, she appeared in the game, I think it was the early game next to the flower. Yeah. But yeah, she did appear in the game with the other characters like the flower. But yeah, they got hit by a train, but they survived. They managed to actually to the competition. They came back. That's when they questioning. Wait, there is no angry mob. Oh wait, there is, because they appeared. They want Miss Chalice, and she tried to charm them. She disappeared. That's when the mob starts to target Cuphead and Mugman for distracting them. That's when Miss Chalice returns, but in her ghost form. Sorry, I'm in Day Out Lately. Scaring the hell out of it. That's when she shows her true form to Cuphead and Mugman, and she does the weirdest tease ever. Was like, "You're a ghost? Yeah." And they'll say, "Hey boys, boo," which knocks him out. And that was, I think that was Charm and Danger. Next one is High Seas Adventure. I kind of consider this my favorite because it's actually pretty cool. It features two characters. Cuphead wants to have a high seas adventure of a pirate, which we get to meet. They actually stole away the ship of Briny Beard, which, you know, Cuphead gets into trouble. They meet Briny Beard, who accidentally drinks his head, mistaken to be his cup. That's when he tells them that they're going on the high seas to search for his true love, who is Calamaria, which he want to give her sweets. Yeah. That's the journey day. The man's arrived at a place of sunken ships. That's when Mugman starts to get chickened. Starts to get afraid until he notices the statues, which Briny Bear mentioned those were ain't statues, those are petrified sailors that she turned into stone. Yeah. When they arrived, that's when she made her appearance. And oh boy, if you remember her, Medusa form, she has yellow eye. She could. Oh no, they replaced those lasers with red eyes. And we get to see her. Oh boy. And Briny Beard's like, "My love, I came for you." And guess what she said? "You talk too much." And he turns him to stone right there. And leaves. Oh, everybody's abandoned. Here's something I did not notice. Something I forgot. When they arrive on the island because remember, they're actually ashore because of Calamaria. Mugman decides to help Briny Beer out with his relationship problem because, hey, they can't just leave him stoned forever. So they manage to get into her cave, which Mugman accidentally broke his legs. Remember, literally, he actually broke his legs, and they, oh, at least we can fix it. Nope, they get washed away. And guess what they replace it with? Peg legs, like in the game. Now we know why he got those peg legs. They continue until they hear some singing, which turns out this is actually funny because this is a parody of Carmen. If you're not Kurt's Cowardly Dog, they did the same thing with that. Yeah, they actually did the same thing with this one. Instead of the songs of Carmen, it's actually her origin story of who she is, including her reputation as a beast. But yeah, as a famous sea beast, that's when she stops singing. Mugman starts to clap. As he about to introduce himself, guess what she says? Dinner. And when Mugman tells us about his name, he's like, oh. That's when before he does, because she presents him with Briny Beard, which she doesn't even get it until Cuphead Mugman presents the sweets that he brought her, which turns out to be fish food. You know, like octopus, that. To Mugman, it feels gross until she realized that's actually her favorite one. Is liver, I think. Which she actually likes it, but this wants her to stump. That's when she kissed Briny Beard's statue, but she didn't care until Briny Beard somehow becomes unpetrified, literally. Until you realize he's missing some legs. Cuphead Mugman apologized, but he didn't care because every pirate has one peg leg. Now he has two. He's celebrating, but that's when he sees Calamaria. Because then this is when we get a little glimpse. She doesn't know who he is until he mentions the dinner they had, which he mentions the soup, which she actually likes it. Yeah. And this is a funny thing to me. That's when it turns out she has no time for a relationship because she's a sea beast. She has a reputation to uphold. And that's something important to her than romance. But since they're being nice, she gave a 10-minute head start before she eats him. They almost got eaten, they ran out, and she chased him right down until Cuphead throws the sweets at one side, and she got distracted and went to get after it. And while they were getting her sweets, they managed to get in the boat, but it was stuck. Briny Beard, too distracted by her beauty, that's when she knows Briny Beard and blows a kiss at him, which was strong enough to knock the boat out of the rocks and managed to head for safety. Which was a good episode. While Briny was talking to Mugman, how you like your sea's adventure, now you're a real pirate. Cuphead accidentally got swept away. And that was a high seas adventure. And to me, it was actually pretty cool. To me, it's like, wait, these two have a relationship? Well, that has to be obvious because, hey, he's a pirate, she's a mermaid. Go figure. And of course, our next episode is Sweet Temptation and features the Baroness von Bonbon as the villain. And this is the weirdest one because we get to see Cuphead and Mugman still complaining about everything. That's when Mugman tells Cuphead to turn around because because it turns out he has a hint stash of candy that he hadn't ate since last Halloween. And he knew because Cuphead has a sweet tooth, as in, you know, like an alcoholic? He's a candyholic. Like Captain Knuckles from Flapjack, an addiction to candy. And that's Cuphead for you. Mugman grabbed one piece of candy, he treated it like a fancy dinner. Cuphead just went psychopath on the whole bucket. That's when Mugman had enough until he kicks Cuphead out until he learns to control his temptation of candy. While walking in the woods, he sees a gigantic peppermint candy rolling around. That's when he finds a hidden door which leads to Sugarland, a world made of candy, which, of course, if you've seen the game, you know. Then we meet the ruler of that land, Baroness von Bonbon, which Cuphead thought, oh, she's going to eat him, which says no because she only eats sweet treats. And he asks if we know she's a bit unhinged, like, at least, until she mentions something. She mentions the two rules. Rule number 1, never tell anybody about the location of Sugar Land, and number 2, never eat even a tiny bit of her castle. Which, yeah. That's something I didn't know. And that's kind of interesting, though. Because she mentioned about she said some sick curse, but she said that'll be for another time. Which, so we're going to understand her origins. So okay, this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, Cuphead started getting the attention until he realized, hey, I managed to control my sugar addiction. That's when he wants to pay back Mugman for stealing his candy. Yeah. But also he has to break the first rule, which he did. He brings him to there, but he forgot to mention Mugman do not eat the castle, which Mugman did. Oh boy. And when they found out, well, yeah. That's what happened. She's right there, laughing hysterically until when Mugman said she's going to eat them. Nope. Like she said before, only sweet treats. But then, those two slowly turn into a gummy bear, a gummy cup, and a gingerbread mug. Which she turns herself into a sadistic person right there. Oh boy. Now that's just creepy. They ran for their lives, trying to get out. They managed to hitch a ride on top of the peppermint roll. You know, the peppermint candy that Cuphead saw earlier? Yeah. They gained speed, but unfortunately due to Mugman being a gingerbread, he can't pick himself up or hold balance. Oh boy. They managed to get out until the Baroness can reach. So she says, toodaloo. They managed to arrive home until Elder Kettle tries to eat them, literally. He sees them as candy, as a gingerbread and a gummy bear. He was about to eat them, and we heard the whole commotion. And that was Sweet Temptation. And it was a good episode. Next one is Release the Demons, which is another recurring episode with the devil. Which, yeah, he wants to get Cuphead's soul after the whole fiasco with the sweater. Which, you'll find out where the henchman hid the sweater. Yeah. He actually gets his top demons, which it's actually a funny thing. This is a funny thing because every time he gets his finest demons, he loses his temper and it turns them into ashes. And the other one he didn't turn to ashes was King Dice, because henchmen and him are hiding behind a rock every time the devil blows his temper. Yeah. As he finally got his newer demons, which are more lamer. Even a cute one that actually blows fire. They all leave. The cool one Cyclops that is actually blind. A blind Cyclops. How funny is that? Not to him. King is like, well, yeah. That's when the devil tells him, "Are you still here?" That's when he turns out, oh yeah, the devil sent King Dice for the hunt as well, and he leaves as well. But he cheats because he started to eliminate them one by one. That's when. Oh yeah, I forgot the side play because Cuphead Mugman is trying to scare Cuphead because with a horse head because when they were little, they went to a maze and there was a horse head that petrified him as a kid. Which Cuphead denies that he wasn't afraid, so Mugman wants to scare him. They went through the maze. And also the demons as well. One by one, these were defeated by King Dice because he wants to take the credit. That's when that's when he mentions the release the Four Horsemen, which Henchman mentioned they're uncontrollable, which Devil didn't care. He wants to get that Cuphead once and for all, so he releases the Four Horsemen, which, oh boy, they petrified everybody. They petrified the ticket seller. When Cuphead saw the horseman, he petrified. Even King Dice was petrified. That's when the horses noticed the horse mask that Mugman was holding. They ran off scared. As for the horsemen, they found the bobbing pool, which say, "Hey, our horses are gone. Let's take a break." Which they actually enjoyed the carnival. With the devil pissed off, he said he had no choice but had to do it himself. Which turns out, what was the name? What was the name of that other demon? The Perculan. He's like an accountant. Yeah, the one who counts the souls. And it turns out the 30 days of collecting the souls are up, so the devil can no longer get Cuphead's soul. Which pisses the devil off. He said he can do what he wants. He tried to destroys the demon, but he couldn't. So that's when he tried to grab him, he gets shocked when he found out he's the one holding the sweater. Oh boy. That's when the devil's pissed off. They went back in the elevator until the elevator got jammed, and yeah, that was it. Let's see. And that was Release the Demons. Our next one is Dead Broke, which brings back Miss Chalice. Both are having fun or fighting over. Like, yeah, the usual until they Phil brings, oh yeah, Miss Chalice, which you can complain if she's a ghost, which she is, but as a treat, they went for ice cream, which they have no money. Fun fact. Cuphead bet if Miss Chalice was a ghost. If Mugman said he did, but he had to split the money. As in ripping it. And since the money has no value anymore because it's ripped, yeah. No ice cream for them. So, decided to do a scam by having Miss Chalice using her ghost powers to hunt people to get some money, which they were. The first customer was none other than Sally Stageplay. Leaving the theater, Miss Chalice put a massive scare on her. Using, the laughter and the sadness mask, the comedy one. Yeah. And things get droopy right there. And one by one, they started pretending to be Ghostbusters, literally. And it's quite amusing. You can see them one by one trying to capture Miss Chalice as a scam. That's when they arrived at the last house. And guess what? It's an actual haunted house. With Miss Chalice accidentally says the names of the three names there because there were paintings of three sisters, vulture sisters. On the painting, which I think they're the Bombird sisters, I believe. Yeah. I think that's what they're called. Mugman and Cuphead are waiting, the door opens, in which they thought it was Miss Chalice pranking them. Nope, it was the sisters. 4 of them, actually. That's when he knows Miss Chell's in the painting, because the sisters told him if they ain't out of the painting before midnight, they're stuck there forever. As in, yeah, they're trapped in the painting forever. And because they need replacements, oh boy, things get messy because they started trying to chase them all over the place with the portraits, and they keep breaking it until the sisters had one. This child's managed to capture all of them. They managed to leave the house. That's when Mugman Cuphead asks if he still has the piggy bank. We zoom into the portrait with all the sisters in it, and guess what's in the background? The piggy bank. They try to be greedy, but they forgot about the piggy bank. And our final one was the Devil's Pitchfork, which is the... This is what we know the climax, because we see the devil resting in bed. Henchman wakes him up. That's when the devil sees a review on him, but since he been being less scary because people talk about it, that's when Henchman told him, why not go out in the world and start tormenting him? So he did, which actually makes him happy. Relaxes until when Henchman went to pick him up and talks. He forgot his pitchfork on a tree. Which, oh boy. Things don't get weird because Cuphead sees the pitchfork and grabs it and plays with it. They start to have a little fun with it, which, yeah. Oh boy. That's when the devil returns to his throne. That's when he knows his pitchfork is missing. He started to lose his mind, started to find where he hid it until he realized, whoop. Guess who has it? Cuphead. Cuphead trying to make a Mount Rushmore of himself. That's when the devil says, nice. Say, thanks, devil. Until, boom. He demands that he gives his pitchfork until he did a goof that he's no longer allowed to get his soul. That's when Cuphead starts to be cocky. That's when the devil tells him, if you don't give me my pitchfork, I'm going to take something that you love most. Which Cuphead said, go ahead. There's no one I love more. Hey, right, Cuphead? And boops. Guess what he took? He took Cuphead. No, he took Mugman. And Devil told him he's in the elevator. Like, say goodbye, Cuphead. Mugman. Goodbye, Cuphead. And they disappear. And just like the last one with the prison one, oh boy, this gotta be good because now Cuphead has to find a way to save his brother from the devil. Big time. And that was season 2, because there were other episodes, but these 7s were actually my favorite, actually. But let me know what you think about the second season of Cuphead show, and what were your favorite episodes. If these ones were the episodes were your favorite, or if there was another one I didn't mention, let me know in the comments down below. And if you're new, remember to hit the subscribe button, like this video. I'll see you next time. See ya.